Hi guys, it is Sam and I am here to film another tag video because we all know how much I love tag videos and I've been tagged in several tag videos, so expect more tag videos because tag videos. So today's tag is the Princess book tag, and I was tagged by the lovely Elizabeth, and I will link her channel down below so you guys can go check her out and subscribe because I like her videos, and you should just do it because I told you to, because, you know, peer pressure. Just go do it. Go subscribe. Do it now. And basically this tag is kind of what it says. Each Disney princess represents a different type of book that you have to choose. So we'll go through the list, although honestly this should just be called the Disney female lead tag because some of these are not princesses at all, but we're gonna go with it because that's what it's called. So let's just go with it. Yeah, and I'm excited to do this one because I love Disney, so, you know, it's cool, and it's, yeah, that's all I have to say on that. I'm excited to do it because it's Disney. So, the first princesses are Anna and Elsa, and you're supposed to choose a book with siblings. So I chose Little Woman by Louisa May Alcott. For obvious reasons, the book follows four sisters from their growth from childhood to womanhood, so it felt fitting. So that was my first book, Little Woman. An excellent book, in case you guys haven't read it, a great classic. Princess number 2 is Rapunzel, and it is a book that made you emotional. Of course, yet again, I'm going to show you guys Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix because this is the one that I was most devastated by with the death of Sirius Black. I think I show this book every single time I'm supposed to find a sad book, but it made me upset. This is probably the one book that I've actually cried at a lot for me. Princess number 3 is Merida, a book featuring a female warrior. For this one, I chose Alana by Tamora Pierce because basically she is a young woman that poses as a guy to learn to become a knight, and successfully, and she becomes a warrior, a great warrior, one of the finest knights of the realm in the world in which it takes place. And I really, really like that book, and I just, yeah, that's one I chose for number 3. Princess number 4 is Tiana, a book that features realistic struggle. For this one, I chose, and though I don't own it, but I have read it, The Diary of Anne Frank. For obvious reasons, it is a realistic struggle. It is a piece of nonfiction, so I think it goes without saying that it is pretty realistic. For question number 5, it is Belle, and I am to choose a literary book or a classic, and I chose Jane Austen's Sense and Sensibility. This is my 7-novel bind up, but I decided to choose Sense and Sensibility. It's another one of my favorite. Basically, I like all of her books, but we're just going to choose Sense and Sensibility for this one because I felt like it. So that's what I chose for my literary classic. Princess number 6, that again is not a princess, but we're just going to go with it, is Pocahontas, in which I choose a nature-themed book, and I chose Wildwood. I hated it, this book. I didn't like it, but it features woods. Doesn't get much more naturey than that. Woods. Princess number 7 is Jasmine. Jasmine, a book about the desire to be free. And for this one, I chose Graceling by Kristen Cashore because of obvious reasons. She was struggling to get free from her uncle, from the control. She didn't want to be controlled anymore. She just wanted to be able to do her own thing. She wanted to be free from being used because of her specific abilities. And yeah, that's the one I choose for this one. Number 8, Mulan, a book featuring war or battles. For this one, I chose The Return of the King by J.R.R. Tolkien because of the epic final battle. Thought it was fitting. Number 9, Ariel, a book featuring curiosity or learning. For this one, I chose Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone because it's all about Harry learning how to become a wizard and use his powers and all that good stuff. And it takes place in a school, and you learn in school. So that's what I chose for Ariel. Number 10 is Cinderella, a book featuring manual labor. For this one, I chose Muirwood by Jeff Wheeler because it follows, it's a trilogy of books actually, but it follows a young girl who starts out as a kitchen maid, basically. So she's doing lots of manual labor. She's doing dishes, she's baking bread, you know, she's doing stuff. She's doing manual things. Yes. Number 11, Aurora, a book featuring sleep. And for this one, I chose Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets because, you know, people basically slept. I'm considering them being petrified as sleeping because they're not exactly awake and moving around. So and I couldn't think of another book that would fit this category, and we gotta have some Harry Potter in here again because I can't help but not use Harry Potter. So it's Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Number 12, Snow White, a book featuring one of the 7 deadly sins. For this one, I chose The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch because they're thieves. Greed. Greed. Number 13, Megara. I believe that this is what's her name from Hercules. What's her name would obviously be Megara. So, yeah. She is a book featuring Greek mythology. For this one, I chose The Arcadians by Lloyd Alexander, which you guys might be more familiar with. He wrote The Black Cauldron, which is a series of books, which is great, and I really want to buy because I haven't read those in like 10, 15 years or something. They're really good. But he also wrote The Arcadians, which features a bunch of Greek mythological creatures and gods and people and stuff. So, fits the bill. Number 14, Alice, a book featuring nonsense or unusual worlds. And again, for this one, I chose Wildwood because it takes place in a ridiculous wood. That's all I have to say about that one. Number 15 is Maid Marian, a book with a canine. For this one, and I don't own it anymore either, is A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. Obviously, because of the wolves. Makes sense. It's a canine. Number 14. And the last one is Nala, a book with a feline. And for this one, I chose Tamora Pierce's Becca Cooper Terrier because if you can see it right there, there's the cat. It's the cat that she befriends and can talk to because he's not really a cat. He's like a constellation. But he took on the form of a cat to help her and guide her. And he's actually one of my favorite characters in this book. So that is what I chose this. That is why I chose this book. Alright guys, that is the Princess Tag. I hope you guys enjoyed it and that you will thumbs up and subscribe if you liked it. And I'm probably not going to tag anybody in this video because I have lots of tags and I feel like I'm just going to be tagging everybody and everybody's going to be like, why are you tagging me? Stop tagging me. I have so many tags. But if you feel like doing it, then by all means feel free to do it. So I guess that just means I'm tagging you if you want to do it. Just assume I tagged you. That's easier. It's cool. Let's go with that one. Alright, so that is all I have for you guys today. So until next time, my fellow book lovers and geeks and things, bye! And showing how he goes about learning to control... Why can't I talk today? Why can't I talk? I don't know how to describe you. Why am I choosing you? I'm choosing you because you're Harry Potter. Ugh. Okay. A book with a feline terrier. That didn't make any sense. That was the title of the book. Sam. What are you doing, Sam? What are you doing, Sam?